Alright, this is Rudy. You guys know the drill. When I say $300,000 whore, that means Gerald J.R. Olson, Hell's Angel drug runner. When it says speaker number, I have no idea who that is. Maybe it's the audio could not determine who was speaking, so it just says speaker number. Alright, page 141, we're going to try to get to 160. Mr. Barney. But I don't want to just stop and give up, not for this one reason and this one reason alone, even if we feel like that going out there and proclaiming the truth as people is of no benefit. It's an event that inaudible God that we're trying. Speaker number, yeah, Barney. And when I was on my mission in Tennessee, there was a point when I first went out there, you go out with, like everybody, you go out with this mindset is I'm going to go out and let everybody know about Christ and convert the world. And you get out there and just from sun up to sundown, you knock down the doors, you knock on doors, you talk to people, and you get frustrated because you feel like you try to proclaim the gospel, and yet nobody wants to hear it. And my sister sent me this. She was in Korea, on a mission in Korea, actually at the time as well, and she sent me this little story, and it was about a guy that God came to and said, hey, I want you to go and push this boulder up, push on this boulder in your field all day long from sun up to sundown. Will you do that? Will you commit to do that? And he said, yeah, I'll commit to do that. Yeah, of course, I'll commit to doing that. And so he goes and he starts pushing against this boulder day up and from, sun up to sundown. And Satan, after a time, he always does, starts getting in his mind and said, what are you doing that? Why are you doing this? Why are you putting in all this effort? All you effort pushing against this rock, you haven't even budged it. You haven't even budged it an inch. You're an unprofitable and unworthy servant. God asked you to do something and you're not doing it. Why don't you just get in your least amount of effort, because you're not accomplishing anything anyway. And he starts thinking, that's true. I haven't. And he asked me to push against this rock, and I haven't moved it. Why am I putting in all my effort into this when it's pointless? For some reason, I can really relate to this story. And he thought, well, maybe I'll just start putting in the minimum. And then I think, I need to go to the Lord and ask for counsel first. And so he did, and he asked, Lord, I'm an unprofitable and unworthy servant. You asked me to do this, and nothing has changed. And the Lord came to him and said, how can you say nothing has changed? When I first came to you, you were so much weaker than the person you are now. Look at how your muscles have become strong and hard. Because of the constant pressure against the rock. And when I came to you long ago, I never asked you to move the rock. I only asked you to be faithful and push against it. And now you have, I will the rock for you. The word move is gone, but I think it meant I will move the rock for you. Miss Vernon. And I think that's where we're at. I think we can't stop the fight and not get frustrated, because it seems like we're pushing on a boulder that's so big that we're never going to move it anyway. But I think we have to. We have to remain faithful, and we have to remain faithful, and we have to keep on doing our part. And when the atmosphere is right, the Lord will show up, and He'll move the rock for us. And I think that's where we're at, right? That we just need to keep on putting the message out there. And once the environment is right, we'll see miracles happen. But at the same time, I think that I feel extremely guilty because I'm not on the run, You've stepped out there in the head, and yet we're all supposed to be with you, but you're taking the brunt of the consequences for it.